Hey there, welcome to Technability. What we have here is Android Revolution HD 20.2, which is utilizing Google Android 4.3 with Sense 5. So let me go ahead and show you guys this. This is actually 4.3 with Sense 5 on HTC's flagship One. You can see right there, Android 4.3 with Sense 5. So this is a update that's been available on ARHD. And you can see basically it looks similar to what you're used to with other versions of Sense 5 on 4.1.2 or on 4.2. It's just been refined in terms of speed and in terms of its fluidity and overall ease of use. It just seems a little bit more refined. And we'll go ahead and show you guys what I mean by that. Now you can see with the app drawer here, you got obviously various different options in terms of how you want to set this up. You got grid size, which you can do 3x4, which I'm not a personal fan of. Or you can do 4x5. You can set it up alphabetically, custom, or most recent. You also have the option to search for various apps. And you also have the option to go to the Play Store here. You can see right there, Play Store. Okay, so you can see obviously you have the notification bar right here. You have the quick settings panel. Okay, you can see the quick settings panel here. You have various different options: auto rotate, mobile data, sound profile, Wi-Fi hotspot, etc. Now if I was to use two fingers, I can just access that by using my two fingers, or you can always just click this little button right here. A lot of great shortcuts here. Of course, you can go to settings directly from the quick settings menu. And obviously right here you see blink feed, which of course is customizable. If I go to settings here, or actually if I was to go to, let's say, topics and services, you can see the various different featured headlines. You can see services and apps. So there's Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, LinkedIn. You got apps such as the calendar, gallery, and TV. You got categories as well. It's updating right now. You can see the various categories that you can include. And those are similar to features and headlines. Those are just the popular websites for the most part. Categories, you can see trending topics, automobiles, etc. If you click on technology and science, there's different topics that you can list there. Of course, I can access the notifications bar while I'm in here. All right, let's exit out. So that's blink feed. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lock screen here. Right, you can see the lock screen. You got the shortcuts down below, which are customizable. So if you take one of the shortcuts and just pull it up, it'll open that app. Of course, like I said, the notification bar is accessible, as are the quick settings. And then I don't see lock screen widgets, but you can unlock the device by just simply swiping up. All right, so you can see swipe up unlocks the device. All right, here's Google Now. You can go ahead and set that up because this is literally the first time I'm loading this up. I just installed it. So yes, I'm in. Okay, so let's get out of there. All right, now you can see the various different widgets. So if I was to long press on the home screen, all right, you get basically all your screens. You can add panel. You can set up a different, you could set any screen you want as home. So I set that up as home. I can add a panel, meaning add a screen. I could add all the various widgets that are available here: Google Now, Google Keep, airplane mode, all the toggles and the widgets that give you shortcuts like power control, for example. So I could set that up right there. Digital clock, weather, I could set that up right there. Alright, so let's say current location. It's that simple. So now we have the power widget, we have the weather widget, and we have blink feed, and of course our home screen. So I could pinch in and get that same screen, or you could just long press on the home screen. If I push home, obviously it's going to take me right back to my home screen. Now if I double click on the home button, alright, you get the multitasking pane, which basically it's pretty simple. You could just swipe up on an app and it eliminates it. If I long press on the home button, I get Google Now. If I long press on the back button, nothing happens. Now when you install this ROM, alright, Mike, the developer, basically you install it through Aroma. Okay, so it's through recovery, and then you go through the process of Aroma, and there's various different features to add tweaks to speed up the device, lag reduction such as Cedar, which I'll show you right here. Cedar is an app that reduces third-party lag and app lag and whatnot if you're dealing with that. I'm not sure if I installed that, but in any case, it does give you the option to install Cedar, as well as other various customizations to audio as well. And yes, this does come with Beats Audio. In case you guys are all wondering, there's Beats Audio right there. Other features include, of course, creating folders, which is just as simple as taking an icon and dragging it into another icon. You can see how HTC's folders look. You can take an app and move it around in the folder as you so please. Creating a folder is quick. It's immediate to your touch. So if I just take an app, drag it into another app, it's immediate. Not much response time there. And other features that I know a lot of people were curious about was the home button customization. So as you can see, you have home button customizations. You could swipe up or press and hold for Google Now. You could swipe up for Google Now, press and hold for menu. So you can see how this works. You just swipe up there. not over here at the HTC logo, right here at the home button. Okay, so if I go back there, you also have home double click speed. You can adjust that as well. Let's go ahead and run a quadrant benchmark while we're here. See what kind of scores we get on quadrant. Actually, before we do that, let's close out of everything. Let's go ahead and run quadrant. The HTC One is still a very capable phone. It's got a Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor clocked in at 1.7 gigs, 2 gigs of RAM. It's got an Adreno GPU. It's got, you know, the 4 ultra-pixel camera, obviously the front-facing camera. In terms of specs, it's high quality. You got a 32 GB and a 64 GB developer version. Of course, there's a Google Play edition as well, but you can install that manually if you have the regular Sense 5 iteration. You can go ahead and just root your phone and install that manually. So the HTC One is still a very capable phone, even though there's new high-crop phones coming out within the next few months and for the winter or for the holiday season. You can see the score right there, 12,195. It's actually really good. It's a really good score. I've seen scores of up to 14,000 with ARHD, Android Revolution HD, Sense 5 on 4.2.2. So on 4.3 to see a score of 12,195, that's actually really solid. And you can see it right here, system information. It's going to basically give you all the information about the CPU, etc., minimum frequency, and all that good stuff. Alright, and you can see obviously I could take a widget here, move it around. Icons move around with it. You got the power widget. You can set that up as you so please. And you also have the little inertia effect there. Got that bouncy rubber band effect right here as well. So that's consistent across the board. You can see just in terms of speed, it's very fast. Everything is responsive to my touch. If I go to the browser here, okay, it's just signing in. Actually, let's just cancel that. But you can see the various shortcuts here now that they have. See the various shortcuts down here? Okay. See pinch zoom. Let's let that load. So as Technability is loading, you can see you could pinch zoom. Everything's smooth as butter. No lag there whatsoever. No slowdown, no stutter. I could pinch and pan around the screen. I can obviously, you know, open up different tabs here. You can see how the tabs work. You click on new tab. You can do incognito tabs as well. New incognito tab. Okay. Let's go back there. And if you want to close out of the tabs, just push this little X right here. You can close out of them all. You can see how this works. Again, fairly self-explanatory. You got various different features and options here. Desktop view, settings, downloads, etc. And again, you got this little tab right here. Right, which in the settings you can remove that if you want, but it basically just gives you various different shortcuts, you know, a bunch of different options, sports, news, popular, and that is customizable to your liking, so that option is down there. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit out of the browser. Let's take a look at the gallery here real quick. You can see the gallery here. Alright, you could set it up in different you can set it up in different ways. You got albums, events, locations, friends. Right, you could see you obviously have Zoe that you can set up there. You got media servers. Look, so you can see Zoe right there doing all my photos and doing what it's doing right down there. All right, so if I was to go to, let's say, this image right here, see how it's doing a Zoe. Pretty cool. And here's the actual image. Of course, you have auto rotate. Pinch into the image, nothing happens. You could pinch, obviously pinch zoom. Here you got various different options down here, so you can see you could share it. Third-party apps sync. Actually, let's just do no thanks there. Third-party apps do sync with this, so you'll get all the sharing options right down there. You got editing options, basically their editor. You have various different effects. You have various different frames that you can add. Transform, which is crop, straighten, etc. And you could save it from up here. Let's go back. You could also delete it, obviously, set it as wallpaper, etc. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the camera, which I know a lot of people are interested in. Alright, so here's the camera on the HTC One. You see I can pinch in, and I can zoom in and out by pinching in. first shot. It saves it. You can do best shot, saves the best shot. You got filter options right here. And of course you have video. And while you're in video you can take pictures. Pinch in and out while you're in video. You can stop that, save the video. Okay, see how that works. And then up here you have the front facing camera. Oh, actually no, this is Zoe, so that's Zoe right there. If you push right here, you can do front and main, so here's front facing camera right here. See how easy that is? Takes a picture. Okay, let's go back. And you can see the various different options up here as well. Photo capture mode, scene night, HDR. You got video capture mode, you got settings, video quality, so you can change the video quality to HD, full HD, low, MMS. Of course, if you click right here, you can get the images that you just took. So that's right down here. And then again, I can share it, I can edit it, I can do whatever I want with this one photo. So let's get out of there. And again, going back to the multitasking, I could just swipe everything away. Okay, just like that, gone. Alright, so now going to the settings here. Alright, what's changed on the settings end? Well, you got personalize, customize home screen, lock screen, wallpapers, which are all basically the same. Nothing really different on this end. Everything's basically the same as what it was with 4.1.2 and 4.2. Of course, you got a few additions. Now, if you want to get developer mode, I don't know if you can access that here. Yep. Okay, just go to build number. Keep clicking on it, and eventually you will access developer options. So there are your developer options right there. And you can see the various developer options, and not as many as you're going to get with stock Android, but they are there. Okay. Now, actually, if you go to advanced here, you can see they're all there. Actually, never mind, I take that back. They're all there under advanced. So if you want to speed up your Android phone, we discussed this on one of our videos where we discuss how to speed up your Android phone. Go to animations and change that one time scale to 0.5. Actually adds to the speed of your device. You can exit out of there, and you can see it's stable. I mean, I've had no issues thus far, crashing or anything of that nature. Obviously, you have the weather widget right here. You can see how the weather widget looks, hourly, forecast, and if you guys want to look at the keyboard here, the messaging app. Okay, you get the keyboard. Okay, it's just kind of hard to do this while I'm looking in the camera, but let's go ahead and do voice. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing? What do you feel like doing today? Do you want to go hang out? I think that's the best thing to do. It's a nice sunny day here in LA, and there's a lot to do. You can see it types as I continue to talk, which is really cool. So this is obviously a feature that's implemented by Google, obviously. Alright, so let's touch that right there. You can add images or add attachments by just clicking right there. You could send it obviously by, it's going to save it as a draft, and I'm going to delete that. Alright, let's get out of messages. And actually, if you go to the messages, you actually have the option to, you can change the way it looks. So if you go to settings here, I believe it's under general. Yep, if you go to personalize background, you can change the way the background looks. You can change the color scheme. So if I want to change it to, let's say, blue and black or gray, I can do that. You can see now the color scheme has changed. So nice little addition there. Okay, you can see in relation to the dialer, self-explanatory dialer. You got phone, you got favorites, you got contacts, you got groups. Okay, so let's exit out of there. Alright, obviously you have you have no bloatware on this ARHD when you flash this, because of course it's a custom ROM. But you do have Google services, and you can add or remove those through Aroma. You got Flashlight, which is very bright, good app. I like Flashlight. Comes in handy. You got Clock, of course, which is HTC's Clock. Got that nice little thing going on there. So if you just click on it, you can see how that works. Okay, you got Google Photos, Dropbox, HTC Backup, you got Google Settings, you got Hangouts, of course, Maps, Google Maps, everyone knows about Google Maps. Okay. Of course, you got the Play Store, and you got Exposed Installer, which is exposed frameworks, modules, downloads, so different customizations and tweaks. If you know what you're doing, this is very handy. Okay, obviously you have YouTube, which is the new YouTube. See, it'll sign me in and do whatever it needs to do on the YouTube end. So everything works. Third-party apps work. Everything functions just fine. There's absolutely no issues thus far that I've had, and you've seen throughout the video. It's speedy, it's fast. You can see the calendar right here. I can add an event. Set reminder, tomorrow 2 p.m. need to go to the doctor. Open Play Store. And it'll open it. Navigate to Burbank, California.
Navigating to Burbank.
What is 6 times 6 times 2 minus 3 to the third power? Okay. What is 3 times 2 minus 6 to the second power? Doesn't want to seem to answer math questions. What is 6 times 6 minus 2 times 3 to the second power?
The answer is 18.
There we go. Give me an answer. You got a little calculator here as well. And so let's exit out of there. Actually, let's skip one more thing, or we could skip that. Obviously, you have the power widgets and whatnot, and everything else is pretty self-explanatory in terms of what you're going to get. Battery life, I can't really judge at this point because I just installed it, but we will know soon enough. Obviously, you have Play Music, and you also should have HTC's music player. Yes, you do. You could see auto update content. No. Alright, so if I was to just alright, and you can shuffle music, of course. Okay. There's different options. Obviously, you can put a widget. It's going to be in your lock screen. I'll just unlock it. Put the music away. Could swipe over. Get to another song. Swipe over.
Remix.
Pretty simple, right? Self-explanatory. And of course, it's going to be in the notification bar as well. I can pause it, can exit out of it, close out, multitask, close out of everything. Simple. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking this build. 4.3 with Sense 5. It's definitely improved in terms of its speed and fluidity and functionality. It seems like it's improved. You know, not much different. You can see the LTE up there. I got LTE speeds on T-Mobile, so it is LTE compatible for all of you who are curious about that. Otherwise, really, it's just a refined version of 4.2.2, which I posted a video of recently. It comes with, obviously, the IR blaster, so you're going to have the remote control feature up here. All right, so that's available. You just got to set that up. It comes with all the features that you're going to get with Sense 5, as well as the camera optimizations and whatnot. So, you know, you are going to get all the camera features to get the full experience, because I know some people who install stock on this phone wonder about the camera. So, of course, with Sense 5, with 4.3, you are going to get the camera features. All right, other than that, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. If there's any questions that you guys have, again, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. I try to respond as promptly as possible. Otherwise, check out www.technability.com. That's technability.com. We have original updated content every day. Reviews, comparisons, news, all sorts of different entertainment and opinion pieces. We got how-tos and whatnot. So go ahead and check out technability.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to go ahead and basically push forward by getting new phones this upcoming winter. So obviously there's the iPhone 5S, the 5C, you got the Note 3, the LG G2, the HTC One Max, the Nexus 5. So all these handsets are going to come out, and we are going to get our hands on every single one of them. So again, continue to watch us, continue to check us out. We're going to post custom ROM videos, how-tos, reviews, comparisons, and everything in between. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Again, this is Android Revolution HD by Mike, developer Mike. You can find this on the link below. I'll post it in the description. If you have any questions on installation, I will try to post a how-to as soon as possible. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching Technability. I'm Barrage. Have a good one.